video. The name is Shanghai is like a sea. In this small video, it tells us Shanghai was once a small village, but now it's a big international city. How can Shanghai turn a small village into an international city? So this is the theme of my speech today. So my speech will divide it into two parts. The first part is Shanghai overview. The second part is the future of Shanghai. So let's come to the first part, Shanghai overview. Shanghai is the central city of the country, the core city of the world-class city clusters of the Yangtze River Delta and the beachhead city of the Belt and Road Initiative. The position of Shanghai in China equals to the New York in the United States and Nassau in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Because of the unique charm, people affectionately call it the magic metropolis. In Chinese saying, 魔都. Geographically, Shanghai is located at the estuary of the Yangtze River in East China. The total area is 6,340.5 square kilometers, about 30 times that of Nassau. By the end of 2018, the total population of permanent urban residents was 24.2378 million. Shanghai is China's most economically developed city. The secondary industry is dominated by key industries such as manufacturing of electronic information products and automobile manufacturing, as well as some emerging industries. While the tertiary sector is dominated by the financial industry, the retail industry, and the foreign trade. In 2018, the gross domestic product, that GDP, reached RMB 3,287.987 billion yuan. Lujiazui, located in the Pudong district, is home to the headquarters of many international financial industries in Greater China and East Asia, being one of the most influential financial centers in China. Shanghai is characterized by well-grounded infrastructure. In terms of air transportation, there are two international airports, Shanghai Hongqiao International Airport and Shanghai Pudong International Airport. In 2018, the number of annual passengers throughput of the two airports was 118.6997 million, and the annual cargo handling capacity was 4.1694 million tons. In terms of sea transportation, in the 2018 World Port Rankings, Shanghai Port ranked first for the 9th consecutive year, with a container throughput of 42.1 million TEU, creating the highest record in the history of world port container transportation. In terms of public transportation, up to December 2018, there were 16 metro lines in operation, with a total of 415 stations, including 2 stations for a maglev line, and a total mileage of 705 kilometers, including 29 kilometers of the maglev line. There were 4 metro lines under construction with the mileage of 163.6 kilometers. It is estimated that by 2025, 2020, Shanghai will form a metro network of more than 800 kilometers. In 2018, the total passenger capacity reached 3.705 billion, of which the average capacity of workday was 11.3454 million. Due to its historical particularities, the United Kingdom, France, the United States, Russia, and other countries have brought in their own urban architectures and cultures. The urban architectures in Shanghai are still characterized by new Protestantism, tradition of English and German, as well as the traditional style of Catholicism represented by French, Italian, and other Latin cultures. In addition, the urban traditions of the Yangtze River Delta have also deeply affected Shanghai. The Shanghai-style culture, tending to be practical, sophisticated, and exquisite blends with the South China tradition of ancient scholars Romans and aesthetic, deeply imprinting Shanghai culture. The urban style formed on this basis is a combination of various urban style and South China folk customs. This historical sequence has created Shanghai's roots of being encompassing as the vast ocean which admits hundreds of rivers. Shanghai is an emerging tourist metropolis with the ancient buildings, modern architectures of multinational stars, and modern skyscrapers which embrace each other. After the reform and opening up, Shanghai economy has developed rapidly, and high-rise buildings have risen one after another. The Shanghai Tower, Shanghai World Financial Center, the Oriental Pole Radio and TV Tower, and Shanghai Jinmao Tower, located in urban skyline of Lujiazui, are 232.5 and 420.5 meters high respectively, making Lujiazui a must-see place for Chinese and foreign tourists. The second part, a global city marching toward excellence. In this part can be divided into 4 sections. Section 1 is future-oriented Shanghai. Section 2 is goal and vision. Section 3 is smart development under tight constraints. Section 4 is reformed and quality urban planning and control. Let's come to the first section, future-oriented Shanghai. Future-oriented Shanghai shoulders 3 major development tasks on the road to global city of excellence. The first is to shoulder the national mission and undertakings of the times and lead the region to deeply participate in international competition. The second is to highlight openness and inclusiveness, enhance the well-being of the citizens, and establish a model of the global city. The third is to break through the bottleneck of development, curb urban diseases, and successfully transform the urban development model. Section 2, Goal and Vision. The goal and vision of Shanghai is to build a global city of excellence and become a center of international economic, financial, trade, shipping, and technological innovation. Under the general goal of building a comprehensive global city of excellence, Shanghai has proposed 3 development sub-goals. Sub-goal 1, be more dynamic, That is to make Shanghai an innovative city. Innovation is the first driving force for development and the strategic support for building a modern economic system. Relying on the construction of the National Innovation System, Shanghai will give full play to the role of the leading city in the Yangtze River Economic Belt and that of the bridgehead in constructing the Belt and Road Initiative, drive the formation of a world-class city clusters in the Yangtze River Delta with global competitiveness, and basically build a scientific and technological innovation center with global influence. For this purpose, Shanghai will strive to enhance the core functions of the global city, pursue the steady upgrade of the hub position, continuously optimize the transportation service capabilities, and promote the rapid formation of the employment and entrepreneurship environment. Sub-goal 2, be more captivating. That is to make Shanghai a humanistic city. Culture is the soul of a country and nation. Shanghai has persisted in improving the city quality and building an international cultural monopolis with more humanistic connotation and fashion charm. It should continuously improve high-level public services and social security system at all levels to meet the people's growing needs for better lives. For this purpose, Shanghai will strive to build multi-integrated 15-minute community life circles, plus protect the unique historical heritage, shape a distinctive urban and rural style, and foster the cultural atmosphere swirling anything and everything. Sub-goal 3, be more sustainable in development. That is to make Shanghai an ecological city. Lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets. Human and nature are a commodity of life, and human must respectful, conform to nature, and protect nature. Shanghai should adhere to the basic national policy of conserving resources and protecting the environment, continuously improve the space resources, environment, and infrastructure to meet the growing needs of beautiful ecological environment, and build Shanghai a beautiful place with clear sky and water, more green land, and harmonious human-nature coexistence. For this purpose, Shanghai will strive to actively respond to climate change, create a green and open ecological network, build a scientific and comprehensive environmental management system, and establish the stable, efficient, and comprehensive ability of disaster prevention. Section 3, smart development under tight constraints. In this process of becoming a global city with excellence, Shanghai has faced the pressure of continued population growth and tight resources and environmental constraints. In order to cope with the challenges and uncertainties in the future development, Shanghai will aim to become a model city for the sustainable development of a high-density megacity, implement the requirements for the negative growth of the total scale of planning and construction land, and firmly hold the four bottom lines. The four bottom lines is the population of permanent urban residency, the total scale of planning and construction land, the ecological environment, and urban security. To achieve the development of the connotations and flexible adaptation, and actively explore the transformation path for the wise development of a megacity. Section 4. Refined and quality urban planning control. Firstly, continuously implement of the laws and regulation system for urban planning. Improve the authority of urban planning and give full play to the leading role of planning in urban development. Respect the law of urban development and timely adjust policies and regulations and fail to meet the planning requirements. Initiate the work to formulate the Shanghai regulations on spatial planning and simultaneously revise the Shanghai regulations on urban and rural planning. Ensure that the management of the space planning is fully integrated into the legal system. For the field of historical and cultural protection, improve the incentive mechanism for the protection. Revise the Shanghai regulation on the protection of historical and cultural areas and excellence historical buildings. Continuously expand the scope of the protection and refine the requirement for the protection and management. Issue the measures for the implementation of Shanghai urban renewal. Optimize urban functions and layout. Enhance the quality of urban space. Improve public service facilities. Strengthen urban development. Vitality. Increase the efficiency of land use and facilitate comprehensive and coordinated economic, social, cultural, and ecological development. Secondly, technical standards and specifications for the improvement of urban quality. In order to improve the quality of city and strengthen urban refined and quality management of urban planning, Shanghai has formulated a series of technical standards and norms to improve urban quality, such as guidance for the urban design, construction, and management of Shanghai, guide rules for Shanghai community planning, guide rules for Shanghai street design, rural landscape, guide rules for Shanghai rural landscape design and planning, guidance for the urban design, construction, and management of Shanghai, aiming at inheriting the Shanghai style culture and improving the image of the city. The guidance should globally consider the relationship between people and behavioral environment, take into account the systemic, holistic, and sustainable requirements of urban space, start from the characteristic of Shanghai's landscape and spatial distribution, and guide the overall design of different architectural forms, venues, and visual landscape according to their types. Guide rules for Shanghai community planning. with the goal of improving the happiness index of community life. The 15-minute community life circle is the basic unit for the community life constructed in Shanghai. So what is the 15-minute community life circle? That is to say, within a community, all kinds of facilities, such as primary school, a kindergarten, a community health center, cultural and sports facilities, and a food market are within 15-minute walk distance. The guide rules focuses on the residents' basic necessities of daily life, stipulates the standards for the plan and construction of the 15-minute community life circle, and guides the work concerning community planning, research, and preparation. Guide rules for Shanghai street design. The guide rules aims to clarify the concept and basic design requirements of a street, establish the social understanding and consensus on a street, make overall plans, and coordinate all relevant elements, promote the cooperation of all relevant parties, guide the whole process of street planning, design, construction, and management, promote the transformation of humanizing street, enhance the cultural connotations of the city, and shape the spirit of the city. Guide rules for Shanghai rural landscape planning and design, with the target of building ecological superior suburbs of an excellent growth city. The guide rules focuses on shaping the rural landscape and ecological features that are turning to nature, as well as forming village characteristics and architecture features with cultural inheritance, and clarifies the orientation and design requirements for ecological rural landscape, organic village renewal, and villagers' house construction. It will comprehensively include the environmental quality, cultural connotation, and living environment of the rural areas in Shanghai. Thirdly, advancement of the 4 major action plans for urban renewal. What is the 4 major action plans? That is the plan of shared community, the plan of innovation parks, the plan of charming landscape, the plan of leisure network, the plan of shared community. Implement the idea of 15-minute life circle and advance community governance. The plan focuses on the 2 aspects of public community services: the quality perfection and the human experience. Through resident service, we should understand the people's livelihood demands and achieve community governance based on extensive work participation. The quality perfection. Pay more attention to lifestyle, and gradually upgrade the service system from basic guarantees to the improvement of the community life circles. Meanwhile, switch the strategies from the universal ones to the guidance on differential configuration according to corresponding population structures and activity characteristics. The human experience. Realize efficient fits between the spatial layouts and utilization frequency of the facilities. Strengthen the pedestrian connections of the facilities. Guide the one-stop layout of newly built areas and areas qualified for reconstruction, and promote the construction of neighborhood centers. The plan of innovation parks. Focus on the exploration of different innovation space distributed in blocks, belts, or spots in technology business communities. First, the industrial functions are more complex. Further integrate production, study, and research, and strengthen the links between upstream and downstream industrial chains. Second, the environment of the park is more like a community, realizing the integration and convenience of entrepreneurship and life. Third, platform-based management services are more prominent to provide scientific innovation enterprises with more powerful and efficient professional service support. Fourth, small and micro maker space will be more inclusive and fully meet the innovation and entrepreneurship needs of all types of small and medium enterprises and talents. The plan of charming landscape. Value the exploration on different protection models such as rescue, repair, and linkage protection for landscape and characteristic areas.